Am I a homophobe because I think it's wrong for a man to put his inside another man's?
What was that, Sean? I couldn't quite hear you over the bleeps. Put his what into where?
Put his
Penis.
inside another man's
Anal cavity.
Ah, okay, that's what I thought you said. To answer your question, being opposed to butt sex per se does not make you a homophobe, but the apparent fact that your perspective is that butt sex and hating God are the two most important things to the gay rights movement does make you something of an ignorant and deluded bigot.
Forgive my graphic language, but let's be honest with what we're talking about. We're talking about sodomy.
Yes, that seems to be all that bigots like you ever want to talk about. There are anti-gay bigots who seem more preoccupied with butt sex than some gay men are. Whenever folks like VenomFangX talk about homosexuality, they talk about it as if it is butt sex and butt sex only. Never mind the fact that not all gay people have butt sex, and gay people are not the only ones who do have butt sex.
I don't know why you're obsessed with anuses. I'm not interested in anuses.
No. I am telling you, fry.
But you're obsessed with anuses. I'm not interested in anuses. I'm interested in men I fall in love with.
When
and
you
not
say,
with anuses. Can't you understand?
No,
It's
no,
about
no, no,
love.
no, 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 no.
You are so
It's
base and
not
materialistic.
love. But when your
It
penis is sterilizing
my
someone...
penis isn't. My penis doesn't do that. I'm not interested in sodomy and buggery. I am not interested.
And they seem especially unwilling to consider the fact that gay pride events are celebrating love, affection, and fulfilling relationships.
The word homophobe is a PR word, something invented to demonize a certain group of individuals, people who disagree with homosexuality. Now, this small child has no concept of what that flag represents, or what they're even doing there. They certainly don't understand why adults are giving them a high five and reinforcing their behavior. Ask yourself this question. Does this small child even know what sodomy is? Does she have any idea that by raising that flag, that is exactly what she is supporting?
What the rainbow flag represents is the freedom to have romantic relationships with the consenting partner of your choice. And I'll bet she does know about that part, the most important part. But that's the part bigots want you to ignore. Some homophobes even deny that gay couples are capable of having healthy and fulfilling relationships. They just want you to think that the rainbow flag means having butt sex, all the butt sex, and nothing but the butt sex. And maybe also hating God. VenomFangX seems to think that liking butt sex is primarily motivated by hatred of his imaginary friend.
The gay movement is not about equality or love. Don't let them trick you. What this is about is a very strong hatred for the natural order. It is a hatred for the way God designed the world. A man and a woman married. Homosexual marriage, so-called, is a denial of the first marriage, Adam and Eve.
I hear this denial bullshit all the time. They think that homosexuality is somehow a denial of heterosexuality. A homosexual relationship is no more a denial of the validity of heterosexual relationships than a vow of celibacy is.
It is a denial, after all, of the fact that God created man and woman, and that the first man and woman were married, the first marriage, and that is why homosexuality is directly linked to atheism. That is also why, if you have been on Facebook lately, all the atheists were in support of this homosexual celebration.
I imagine that bigotry against gay folks is, to at least some degree, less common among atheists. Sean seems to think that this is because both are rooted in hatred of God. But I suspect that the reality is that once you eliminate the God says no rationale for opposing homosexuality, it's pretty hard to find any other justification.